Hi, Timmy.
You having a nice laugh, are you?
I mean, it's Christmas. It's Christmas morning.
Hey!
I love the way it makes me feel inside.
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is my Bob Hale Compilation Part 3. I'm going through this big playlist of Bob Hale, splitting it up into 4 parts. They're all up on Patreon at patreon.com/FWCI, and the full-length version is up on Patreon as well if you want to check it out. And make sure you subscribe here on YouTube as well, just because help the channel out. I'm at nearly at 25,000 subscribers. Help me get to 25,000. In this video, we're going to watch the Stone Age report. We're going to watch the War of Roses report. Hang on a second, I've already watched that one. We'll skip that. We're going to watch the French Revolution report. We're going to watch the Incan report. We're going to watch the Napoleon report. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite Bob Hale segment was, and if it's one I didn't watch on here, maybe I'll check it out in the future. But let's jump into it. This is the Stone Age report with Bob Hale.
Hello and welcome to the news at when? When? Prehistoric time. Here to guide you through them is Bob Hale with the Stone Age report. Bob.
Thanks, Sam.
Let's go, Bob. Bobsy.
Da-da-da-da! Homo heidelbergensis, or Heidi to his friends. There he is. Let's call it an ice age, and the whole country empties, and absolutely nothing happens. But not for long. The sun comes out, and the next channel. And wolves, and best of all, mega bears. Yes, mega bears, like a grizzly bear.
Really?
Oh, he's bigger than that. There it is. He's mean, he's lean, and you wouldn't want to run into him on a dark night.
Yeah, no shit. Mega bears?
Another guest turns up. Do you recognize this fellow? It's you! It's me!
It's me? Look at all that hair.
And when it's over, only Homo sapiens are left. No more Neanderthals.
Interesting.
Then it's Iron Age, Roman Age, Middle Age, Industrial Age, Modern Age, Actor Age, Old Age, and then death. Oh.
When he does his punchline of like, but not for long, which, by the way, I will definitely be using that in so many different contexts. That's such a transferable quote that you can use in so many other situations. So thanks for that, Bobsy. Great joke. But it gives Lawrence Rickard a chance to use his comedic timing. And I love comedic timing. I love seeing somebody who's perfected the art of the pause before saying the next line. And he just nails it every single time. All right, the French. Again, a history that I am very, very, very uninformed about. I think watching The Hunchback of Notre Dame is as close as I've ever gotten to learning anything about the history of France. So take for that what it is. Let's go. The fabulous French.
Hello and welcome to the news at when?
When?
1789.
Back then, France was very much a country of le haves and le have-nots, where the posh people had fine food.
Right, okay. Bit of different class was there.
France is riddled with debt, and most French people are penniless and hungrier than an alligator on the moon.
Whoa, okay.
The commoners strike up a plan to remove the king and run the country themselves, which signals the start of the one and only, the world famous, ladies and gentlemen,
French Revolution. Hey!
Sorry, I get a bit carried away. There's a Russian aristocrat's butler, a little bit weird, and runs off to hide up here in a place called something or other. A cunning plan that works this much. Yep, not at all. If they don't put the king back in, they'll start doing some pretty horrible things to the French people. A very clever tactic that works this much. Yep, not at all. Turns out the revolutionaries just hate. Accused the king of plotting with the Austrians and cut his head off. Then they cut his wife.
That's one way to deal with it, yes.
A bit carried away. Soon they are cutting heads off left, right and centre.
Oh, really?
If we look at the head cutting off-ometer, we can see that somewhere between 16 and 40,000 heads were cut off in just 2 years. So many, in fact, that they not only broke our thingy, but they had to invent a whole new head cutting off thingy called the guillotine. So, at that time...
Wow, yeah, of course.
And that's the end of the French Revolution, the end of the French royalty, and if I don't get a cup of tea and a biscuit in the next 3 seconds, it might very well be the end of old Bobsy. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Couple of weeks in the Maldives.
Sam, what do you think? You going to the Maldives with Maldives? I've always called that Maldives. Wow, so beheading became quite the thing in France. All right, noted. I'll keep that in mind if I ever go there. Incan report, let's go.
The 1000s, and in South America the Incas have emerged. Some of it is true, a lot of it probably isn't. But here anyway.
Is that right? Okay.
The important thing is the Incans believed it. So one generation would tell it to the next, who would tell it to the next, who would tell it to the next, just like I'm telling it to you right now. But without the rub.
Wow, okay. I did not know this.
See ya! So Manco becomes the first lord of Cusco. The Incans have a place to call home, and that is the end of that. But not for long! When Mighty Manco pops his socks, there's a big argument. One that's almost as fetching as Mai Tai, and pretends that he's the sun god, a plan which quite unbelievably...
Sun god?
And since no one's going to argue with the sun god, since she becomes the second lord of Cusco!
Okay.
By the age of 1, he was apparently the size of an 8-year-old child. Just imagine the nappies.
Hang on, how much of this is bullshit though?
We're a Kucha who, not satisfied with being Lord of Cusco, insists on being called God. Big-headed.
Yo.
Bolivia down there sweeps up, killing thousands and thousands of Incans. And what does Huayna do? He rushes home, catches a plague, and dies. What an idiot. Aliens! No, it's just even more germs. Diseases from Europe this time.
Oh, really?
Sneezes, short-term leases, ceaseless sea breezes, winter freezes, the Japaneses, or this fine selection of Greek cheeses, including this very crumbly feta to which I'm horribly allergic. Oh no, I'm fine actually. Oh no, I'm not!
Wow, I don't know much about the Incan history, but that seemed to really kind of, not trivialize it, but sort of highlight that a lot of it is borderline myth or just unprovable or just claims and things like that. So very interesting. I would be interested in learning more about the Incan people and that whole civilization. All right, let's have a look at horrible histories. The Napoleon Report. The only things I know about Napoleon are that he likes to go to Piggy Wiggy and hang out at San Dimas Mall. That's it. Now, I know that he's short and he surrendered or something, I think, maybe. Let's have a look.
It's Napoleon Bonaparte, France's most famous general, who history has, admittedly...
What the hell kind of a statement is that, by the way?
In fact, he was 1.7 metres tall, the same height as Tom Cruise, and he's not short, is he?
It's about the same height as me.
A French revolutionary, in fact, as he helps to overthrow the monarchy and protect the new people's government, an act which wins him fame, wealth...
Yeah, I bet it did. No helicopters in France, what are you talking about?
96, our little soldier boy, not that he's little, it's placed in control. A tactically brilliant plan which surprisingly falls short, not that he's short. Leaving him without so much as a boat to sail home. Napoleon! Yes, after a brief spell as governor, he declares himself Emperor of France, King of Italy, and Sultan of Sweden.
Declares himself Emperor, holy shit.
And as a well-done present to himself, builds a huge Arch of Triumph. Can't remember what it's called.
Really?
He doesn't stop there.
That's what that is? Is this where France starts going to Africa and Canada and shit?
So the Allies kick him off the throne, exile him to the tiny island of Elba, and presumably clean up the vomit. And that is the end of that.
So we thought?
But not for long, and I mean really, not for long. Within just 100 days, Napoleon escapes from the island, gets back to France, raises an army...
100 days?
Why on earth do I do these standing up? Oh, back to you, Sam.
In 1805, the French army under Napoleon were the dominant land power.
Thank you very much for that there, rodent fellow. Okay, alright. I mean, where do we even start with that one? 100 days. He got exiled to a fucking island and 100 days. That's 3 months. It's 1 season. He's back, raising an army and overthrowing. That is absolute insanity. Is Bob Hale falling over at the end of his videos? Was that like a running gag for a while? Because we've seen a few in this one where he just collapses at the end. So I'm wondering if that's an ongoing thing. But this is great. Bob Hale is a lot of fun. Part 4 is coming next, where I'm going to have a look at the Viking Report, Sport Relief, Space Report, and then Bob Hale's Jubilee Report Live, and Horrible Histories Prom 2011 Orchestra Report. So the last 2 look like they're live action ones, like out in the public sort of thing. So very curious to see those ones. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Bob Hale segment is. Make sure you subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't already. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.